What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of the boss tutorial series in Dark Souls 3. So today, we're obviously going to walk through the first area. Every episode, I'm going to walk you through each boss of the game and give you some tips on how to beat. So if you're new to the series or just don't know how to beat the boss, I'd like to help you. So, first we're going to start with the first boss, Ludex Gundyr. We get to him first. He's not too hard of a boss, but there are some tips and tricks that can easily beat him. Alright, so here's how you get to the first boss. To activate this boss fight, you want to run up to the boss, and you have to remove the coiled sword. After you remove the coiled sword, you can get a couple free hits on him. He'll rise up, and you get a couple free hits on him. When he rises up, immediately get out of the way. He has easy to dodge attack and reckless. Okay? He has reckless combos and easy to dodge attack. So you want to take advantage of his combos. They're easy to dodge, and his health is not too high. So if you're a starter and you're not new to the Souls and you haven't played Souls, there's a tip I have that I use with this boss. If you get far away from him, he'll do a jump attack. When he does a jump attack, you can get easy hits like that. He's gonna dodge the jump attack, and you can get a few hits. If you're a veteran for the Soul series, I just advise dodging the attack and hitting when you have open. Like here's open. Okay, here's now the second phase. The second phase is going to this monstrosity, as I call it. And he will have a few more attacks. This is a more reckless version of the boss, so I'm going to take advantage and dodge them. If you're a new Souls player, I do have a tip for the newcomers. He will do an attack like this. If you dodge that, you can get a couple free hits. Like this. Because this is another attack, so easy to dodge, get a couple free hits. And you shut the boss through. But you see me get hit right there, which is pretty embarrassing. And the boss is done. So, beat the first boss. Now time to get to the fight. After you beat the boss, there will be a bonfire. You light the bonfire, and you're done. So this is basically a tutorial on how to beat the first boss. Tips and tricks were included. He's not too hard of a boss. Takes a little time if you're new, but overall he's easy. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to tune in for more boss tutorials.